Okay. Mr. Green. You have two matters.
Well,
Just the one.
the one sentencing,
The shoes that was I followed the Nally Cross yesterday.
I haven't signed it. I see. You didn't check if this is with or without prejudice.
Oh, my apologies. Thank you.
And I'm assuming you want a copy for your client.
that'd be great.
Are you ready on your, is it on Abu Remy?
You were all set.
And the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus John Abu Maremi, file number 23-02392, counsel appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Thank you, Honor. Vince, going to be having defendant John Howard, who's standing to my right. Thank you.
Pronounce your last name for us.
Abu Maremi.
Abu Maremi, okay. Today's the date and the time that's scheduled for sentencing. I do have a pre-sentence report. It was prepared back on February 20th, 2024. You got a copy of that, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, do we need to make updates, corrections, or deletions?
Not that I'm aware of, Your Honor.
And none for the people then.
Make our application.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just being approached by my client concerning this matter. We have met a number of times, spoken on the phone, emails. And we also met yesterday, went through the report. And this was, as I would consider, an isolated incident. Could have been a very dangerous one. He's lucky he didn't get a worse charge with like a OWI or something else. But he was, as the court will note, the overall impression of the person preparing the report. He was on time, respectful throughout the interview, and appeared to answer all questions accurately as stating the memory. And that's the way he's been with me. He's always been on time, respectful with me. And again, as this being an isolated incident, I know that he can show the court that he can successfully complete probation. He does have to, he will recognize during this probationary period that sometimes use of alcohol doesn't mix well with him. And we ask for the following recommendations. Very fair. Thank you.
And was he charged with an OWI?
Sorry?
Was he charged with an OWI?
No, it was assault battery.
Okay, that was my concern. Okay.
They did not see him driving, so.
Well, I have a concern because he did undergo a substance abuse assessment, correct?
Correct.
The risk here says low for risk. Why would I order him to go through substance abuse? There's a low risk. I'm not following. Complete substance use education program and submit to random alcohol drug testing. And it would benefit from attending an alcohol education program. I agree, he would benefit from that. I don't see anything else on his criminal history
No.
It's the first offense. Does your client want to say anything?
All I can say was an incident that happened in the way of having like your friends getting involved with people that were kind of married. It's something that's never happened before. We never got any tickets. Like, this is something that would never happen again.
So you were out, you were drinking, and this a how an effect of how the alcohol hit your body? I'm not sure how you ended up in a situation where you commit what was perceived to be an assault, although pled down to a disorderly jostling.
So what happened, I was just trying to leave the road. I was parked in the car. And then the cops came and took me to the parking side.
Correct.
And then I woke up in the morning. And I was just in bed.
Did you know where you were when you woke up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You woke up at McLaren?
Yes.
Okay. And so what caused you to become disorderly? The alcohol?
Probably was alcohol. Yeah.
Okay. Did you ingest anything else, or is that typical when you have alcohol?
No, it was just alcohol.
Okay. And when's the last time you had alcohol?
I can't recall.
You can't recall? Okay. This was an incident from 2023, so not that long ago. So we know you had it in September 2023. But we don't know if you had any alcohol since then, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Being that this is a first time offense and then it being pled down to a disorderly jostling, I don't think it's appropriate to proceed with a term of court oversight. I am going to order that he do some programming, minimal programming, that is. I'm going to order that he submits to an alcohol education program within 90 days and provide verification. Going to order $75 crime victim rights plus $50 state minimum cost. And there's a fine of $300 on top of that. I'm not ordering probation. However, that alcohol education that you need to do within 30 days, 90 days, if you don't get evidence of that supporting that you completed, then that's a violation of the sentence, and then a bench warrant could be issued. You don't want to sit in jail over that. Just get it done, okay? You can talk to probation when you leave here about where you can do that course, okay? Your total is 425. Once I add up your fines and costs. When are you gonna pay that?
Right? Yeah.
I'm over here that you can make payment in full by Friday,
Yes.
and you can make payment right out there at the criminal traffic window, or if you want to make payment online, you could do that. It's just there's this fee associated with making it online. You would use your case number, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions for the court?
No, I just want to thank you.
Good luck to you. Stay out of trouble. I'm sure Mr. Green has already admonished you, so I'll hold any further admonishment at this time. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the people you're on.
I'm going to finish on tonight.
Thank you. Hang tight so we can get you down to probation so you can find out about the alcohol education. So what's that suspended to?
I see them here, trying to duck down.
Oh, he's in custody. It's in there.
They love them all.
Who's his attorney? Okay, who's representing Rajon Johnson? Okay, on the record in the matters of the people of the state of Michigan versus Rajon Jacoby Johnson, file numbers 23-02919 and 23-03221, council appearances.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrosky on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Rajon Johnson.
Okay, my understanding is that Mr. Johnson was refusing to participate in court today. Have you had any communication with him?
I had a Polycom meeting with Mr. Johnson last week. I think he may have mumbled 2 or 3 words to me. He generally is uncooperative with counsel.
Did your witnesses appear?
Yes, they did.
Okay, have you? Oh, are we waiting for a forensic report on this?
We got it back. Case.
He was competent, is that what it was? Okay,
He-
so the felony, I don't know, there's a note in here, received. I didn't order forensic on this one. Please hold for forensic evaluation on the other file. So he was deemed competent, but he's just being combative, okay? That's what my understanding is.
Yes, Your Honor, he seems to be going through quite a bit mentally, and he doesn't argue, he's not combative, he just oftentimes looks down and just does not move.
Okay, sounds good. So he refused to come to the Zoom. We're gonna order him appear in person for trial. My expectation is that you'll have a conversation with him prior to that to assess his disposition before we bring him into the courtroom. It's a small courtroom. I don't need anybody in here who doesn't need to be in here for safety concerns. But that would be the public defender's office responsibility to discuss with him beforehand, and we can make arrangements for you to do that safely. I'll note here that he has refused to participate virtually today, and thereby effectively waiving his appearance for this purpose of the final pretrial. We do have witnesses here. Matter is scheduled for jury trial. I think both are scheduled for the 19th of March at 8 a.m. We obviously can't run both, but the older file will take precedent if the file ended in 2919, aggravated assault. Any additional matters for the record?
I think that's people young.
Nothing for the defense, thank you, Your Honor.
I'll set on that matter. Okay, do we have Tamara Chambers present?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Tamara Chambers, file number 23-02988. Council appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrosky on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Tamara Chambers.
How are you, Ms. Chambers?
I'm doing
Okay, today was the date that was set for a final pretrial. I also have a PA 53 violation. Let's see. Continuing to trial on this.
Your Honor, the complaining victim in this case, Ms. Zana Thurman, I was actually just informed this morning that she's currently in custody, so that's why she's not present today. However, given that she is in custody, I believe it'll probably be pretty easy to have her be present for trial.
She's in custody where?
I believe in Ingham County Jail.
Do we know how long she's in custody for or what she's in custody for?
No, I do not. I just, one of the other APAs in our office had just asked if I was looking for one of my witnesses because she was reviewing warrants this morning.
Okay, so this is scheduled to proceed to trial on March 19th. We obviously know that we have another trial scheduled for March 19th. And that other file has a older case number. And so I just don't want to rip someone here that's not necessary. So I guess I'll require the prosecutor's office to pay close attention to that as we get closer to March 19th. If that a victim is still in custody, we need to be notified earlier that week so that we can cancel the writ, because that case will take precedent to this one. And I don't want to writ someone here unnecessarily. So I'll keep that date for now and we'll see how things progress. Anything that could happen between now and then. And there was still no offer, is that correct?
The offer in this case would be, well, actually, I guess we sort of had two various offers. One would be that we would dismiss the attempt, resisting, and obstructing, and or she would plead guilty to assault and battery. We dismiss the attempted R&O and not pursue the PA 53 violation with the understanding that that's ultimately in the court's discretion, or plead guilty to an amended count of a disorderly conduct, jostling, and the PA 53 violation, and we would dismiss the A and B and attempted R&O.
Okay. And your client wishes to decline that, correct?
Your Honor, my client and I discussed the offer. However, this morning when we were having our final discussions, we were proceeding under the assumption that the aggravated assault charges would have to be dropped because of the assault and battery charges would have to be dropped because the witness wasn't here. We didn't know that the witness was in jail. We were just learning that.
Okay, so you need to have further discussion. with
I
the
think
client.
so.
Okay, we'll call the case later. You can have a seat. Your attorney will talk to you when he's available, okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Okay, and you had David Harris as well?
Yes, ma'am.
On the record in the matter, the people of the state of Michigan versus David William Harris, file number 23-02000. Appearance, please.
Prosecutor Paige Petrosky on behalf of the people.
Just a public defender, John Lee, on behalf of David Harris, who in the courtroom and standing to my right.
Mr. Harris, how are you?
Good.
Okay, it looks like I have a final pre-trial, but there's also a PA 53 that needs to be arraigned. Okay, there's an allegation, Mr. Harris, that you violated the conditions of your bond by having contact that was prohibited between you and Rebecca Newman. And I have a police report alleging that you, on the date of January 19th, 2024, were present at her home and had communication or contact that was prohibited under your bond conditions. So you have the right to have a contested hearing. You have the right to have your attorney represent you at that hearing. You have a right to present evidence or a defense as to the allegation that you violated your bond. But if the court determines that you did in fact violate your bond, you could be subject to either having your bond suspended pending this matter that you're facing for domestic violence, assault and battery, and malicious destruction of property, or and/or I should say, you could be facing a contempt of court because the court order, your bond is a court order, and so the contempt order is punishable maximum penalty 90 days in jail and or $7,500 in fines. You understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how does your client want to plead?
Not guilty.
We'll enter a plea of not guilty and we'll set it for a hearing. You're currently scheduled for trial March 26th at 8 a.m. We have witnesses today.
No, Your Honor, the necessary witnesses have failed to appear.
How do you want to proceed?
Your Honor, we would ask that the charge be dismissed, including the PA 53 violation, which involves the necessary witness as well.
Okay, the case will be dismissed without prejudice on your attorney's motion. That just means that the people do have the right to reissue the charge against you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about that?
No.
We'll get you a copy of the dismissal. You have a seat. Okay. Ms. Donnelly, you are here with Shanique Wheeler.
Yes, Your Honor.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Shanique Wheeler, file number 23-03123, counsel appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of defendant Shanique Wheeler, who is present standing to my right.
How are you, Ms. Wheeler?
I'm good at you.
Pretty good, thank you. Okay. This matter was scheduled for final pretrial. Do we have witnesses here?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
Okay, and it's scheduled to proceed to trial March 19th at 8 a.m. This would not be the priority file for that day, but that's what it's scheduled. So there's a chance that you may have your trial the 19th, but there is a chance that another trial could bump yours because there's a case or some cases that are older than your case number, okay? So you'll appear on that date and then we'll get you a new court date for your trial if we can't proceed that date. It would be nice in a perfect world to find out closer to that date if we can assure to run some of these other trials so that we don't bring witnesses and defendants in here unnecessarily, but sometimes people say they're coming and then the prosecutor gets here and they don't show. So unfortunately, we have to have you come in to find out if you're gonna have a trial or not, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the people, Your Honor.
Nothing for defense.
Thank you. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Colin Spencer, file number 22-02584. Counsel appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee. Colin Spencer.
Okay. This is the date that was set for a final pretrial. This matter is scheduled for trial March 19th at 8 a.m. You have witnesses?
No, Your Honor, the necessary witnesses have failed to appear.
How do you want to proceed?
Your Honor, we would make a motion to dismiss.
Motion to dismiss is granted. It's granted without prejudice, so that means that they have the right to reissue the charge against you. Do you understand that, sir? Do you have any questions? We'll get you a copy of your dismissal. You can have a seat. Oh, did I just accidentally give you my docket sheet? Okay. Okay. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Brandon Michael White, file number 23-03114. Counsel appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Brandon White.
Why is he on Zoom?
I think, yeah, we're here.
That's Brandon White.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, this is Brandon White.
Okay, where is he located?
He's in an adult foster care home in.
Oh, okay. We have witnesses here.
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
Okay, this matter is scheduled for jury trial, March 26th at 8 a.m. Are we continuing to trial?
No, Your Honor, the prosecutor has offered Mr. White the opportunity to accept responsibility for a civil infraction of disturbing the peace. He has told me that he wants to accept responsibility for that in return for dismissal of the misdemeanor charges.
Is that correct, Mr. White?
Yes.
Okay, the fine is $135. When can you pay?
Guardian.
Your Honor, I told him that I would answer this question for him. Mr. White has a guardian that pays all of his bills. So there is a process by which they will have to be notified. I have already notified him that the fine is coming. I'll notify him today that the plea was entered on the record. I believe that they should be able to get the court paid within 30 days.
So if they don't pay within 30 days, we can issue a show cause against you for you to come and tell us why.
You need to show cause against his guardian.
You never gave us the guardian's name, so we can't do that.
That's a good idea. Do you want me to give you the guardian's name now? Then guardian's name is Amanda Skeef. Skief.
Okay, I'll note that in the file. Do you have any questions today, Mr. White?
No.
Okay, any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing from the people, Your Honor.
Nothing to mention.
Okay, you're all set, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Could I take just a second to release, I've got a couple, a number of witnesses out there who've been here this morning. Can I go talk to them real quick?
Not while we have a courtroom full of people.
Understood.
Okay, we have Mr. Raleigh, who are you waiting for?
Mr. Clark.
Is he in the courtroom? Okay, on the record, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Amadius Matrico Clark, file number 24-00177, counsel appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrosky.
Assistant Public Defender Jake Riley on behalf of Mr. Clark, who is present and standing to my right.
Okay, how are you, Mr. Clark?
How you doing?
Okay, today's the date set for a pretrial on an assault and battery. Was there an offer on this?
There was, Your Honor, if defendant were to plead guilty to a disorderly person jostling charge, we would dismiss the charges.
How does your client want to proceed?
Your Honor, my client would like to set this case for final pretrial and trial dates.
Final pretrial April 2nd at 8 a.m. Jury trial April 9th at 8 a.m. Final pretrial April 2nd, 8 a.m. in person at the court. Jury trial scheduled for April 9th, 8 a.m. in person at the court. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, I was asking if I could get this tether off, because I got a couple professions that it doesn't make me look good.
You say you have a couple professions that it doesn't make you look good.
Yes. That's in regarding work,
What is that?
security officer.
Doesn't look good as a security officer to have a tether on. You'd be right. I don't have any indications that there has been a violation of the tether. Did the prosecution want to respond to the motion?
Yes, Your Honor. I've spoken with the victims in this case, and they also don't want the tether to be on Mr. Clark. Specifically, if it were to remain on, they would be asking that the address of his mother's house, which is nearby to the victim's house, be removed from the tether, the exclusion zone. And I have the address for that.
One issue, Your Honor, if I may, is that there are certain locations that my client needs to be able to go to for work, and he's not able to do that. At the exclusion zone.
You may, you have the right to remain silent, but if you want to speak, you can.
Yeah, so I recently had to find a new profession. I lost my other profession due to this tether, which is cash training bed. It's located on Lake Wilson because I couldn't run route.
Gotcha. Okay, it looks like you were arraigned back on February 9th by Magistrate Milmore. She imposed a GPS tether within the 2,000 feet exclusion zone. These people, or the alleged victims, have the same last name with you. That, are they family members of yours?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll remove the tether requirement from your bond conditions. All other bond conditions will continue, meaning the no contact order between you and Isabel and James Clark, okay? That includes indirect contact, so you can't have anybody else in the family send a message to them on your behalf, okay? Do you have any questions?
It's a bigger misunderstanding.
That's your defense, it sounds like. And so hopefully that will, if that's the case, that'll be brought out as this matter progresses. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from people.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set, sir. We'll get you a copy of your notice to appear. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus James Leroy Seaton, file number 23-03178, counsel appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Edward Zan, on behalf of Mr. James Seaton, who's present here in my office to my right.
Okay. Today is the date and the time that is set for a pretrial. We reset this matter because there needed to be another review of the charges. How are we proceeding on this?
Thank you, Your Honor. It's my understanding the prosecutor's office has reviewed the charges and indicated it was charged incorrectly. And they did convey an offer for my client to plead to the way it should have been charged. I did have a mitigation packet submitted to the prosecutor's office, which is, I guess, still under review, given that no notes have been updated. So I'd ask the court to set it for a progressive date, be it the jury trial or another date where we can move the file forward one way or the other. But we need more time to circle back to the prosecutor's office to get an update.
There was an offer.
There was, Your Honor. The offer was to plead to what the charge should have been an OWI first offense within a Killebrew agreement to no upfront jail.
You need another pretrial so that whatever the mitigation process that you submitted can be reviewed, Mr. Zaney?
Yes, Your Honor.
We'll get you another pretrial date.
I appreciate it, Your Honor. Thank you for your time and consideration.
March 19th, at what time? 10:30 work?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll proceed with the pretrial, March 19th at 10:30. Any additional matters for the record today?
Nothing from the people, Your Honor.
Nothing from defense. Good day.
Thank you. Have a good one. Let's see. On the record, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Bernardo Perez Rosas, file number 23-03799. Appearance, please.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
John.
appearance, please.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee appearing on behalf of Hernando Perez Rojas.
Thank you. Today was the date and the time I set for Mr. Perez Rosas pre-trial. My understanding is that the last court date there were negotiations pending. Are we still in negotiations or was there an offer extended?
We are still in negotiations, Your Honor. To the best of my knowledge, there is not an offer right now. So unless the prosecutor wants to go on the record now.
Yes, and my apologies, Mr. Lee. I believe I mistakenly had sent my offer to Mr. Raleigh instead of you, so my apologies. It's been a week. Our current offer would be for Mr. Perez Rojas to plead guilty to count 2 domestic violence with 7694A if he's eligible, and we would dismiss the remaining counts. And again, my apologies for that.
So perhaps a short,
Pre-trial.
perhaps a short recess.
Continue pre-trial date.
It'll be March 19th.
March 19th at 10. Mr. Perez Rosas, did you hear that?
Yes, ma'am. Is that by Zoom or is that in office?
Nope, that'll be via Zoom. You'll have an opportunity between now and then to talk about the offer with your attorney, okay?
Okay, let me write that down real quick, madam. What was the date again?
March 19th at 10 a.m.
March 19th, 10 a.m. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Unless you have questions for me, you're all set for today.
I don't. Thank you. You have a great one.
Same to you. I think that might be our case that needs to be arraigned and we can take it. I could be wrong, but either way, we can do it. So someone, can you respond to that email? Okay. Tell them we can do it.
Would it be possible to give a quick minute for Mr. Lucas?
Yes, who's representing Breeze Weatherall?
That would be me.
Okay. On the record in the matter of the people of the, I'm sorry, you have a witness on here, it says Kessler is present on Zoom.
Yes, he was one of the witnesses for one of the Ray Johnson cases.
He's not started his audio ever, so
Oh,
I'm gonna remove him and then I guess when you get a break, you can let him know.
okay, thank
If you
you.
can come for the trial. Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Breeze Weatherall, file number 21-02291. Council appearance, please.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Jacob Arlen on behalf of Ms. Witherell, who is appearing by video from the county jail.
Okay, today was the date and the time that was set for sentencing. Let's see, did I refer her to probation? Okay, stick to a term of probation health screening. You can make allocution.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. I think certainly Ms. Witherell has learned a lot from this experience. She has spent a significant amount of time in jail for something that she frankly could have easily avoided. She knows she needs to have more sort of self-awareness and self-control in the future. I think things like this again and again. But frankly, I think she's ready to move forward. She's ready to learn any programming that might be recommended or ordered by the court. She certainly is ready to follow through with it. And certainly, I don't believe she will have any issues with compliance once she's released from the county jail.
The judgment of sentence. She had a matter in 55th. What's going on with that matter?
That matter is still pending. However, she has a PR bond on that case now. But this is the only case that is holding.
You said what?
It's still pending. I believe it's set for a plea on March 7th. It's of my notes for that.
Okay. Thank you. And when we're not on record, ask her to show you where it's from. When we're not on record, you can ask her to show you how to print them. Okay, let's see here. Did your client want to make a statement at all?
Ms. Weatherall, this is your chance to make a statement if you'd like to.
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sentence is 8 months probation. While on probation is a $30 per month oversight fee that you're responsible for. We're going to continue the no contact order with the alleged victim in this matter, Teresa Jackson. You're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior. You're not to purchase or possess a firearm, ammunition, or weapon of any kind. You're not to use or possess alcohol, marijuana, or controlled substance. You must submit to random preliminary breath test, and you're responsible for the fee to do that. You're not to be at any bars or any nightclubs while you're on probation. Do you have any questions so far?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you are going to undergo a mental health screening and follow all recommendations for your treatment. And I'm going to order you to participate in anger management group. You'll also be required to obtain and maintain employment while on probation. Do you have any questions about that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. What if I am a person on SSIs, I'm disabled, mentally disabled, and I get Social Security income?
You'll provide evidence of that to probation.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Okay, let's see. Fines and costs is a $75 crime victim rights fee that you are responsible for, plus a $50 state minimum cost that you're responsible for. 8 months of probation is going to be $240 for a total of $365, and you'll make monthly payments on that, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's about $45, $46 a month. Do you have any questions about your fines and costs?
Am I allowed to go pay it off all at once, like today or tomorrow?
You are allowed to do that, yes.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Any additional matters for the record today, counsel?
Nothing for the people, Your Honor.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
Okay, when you're released from custody, because I'm assuming she's being held only on this,
That's correct.
you need to report in person to our probation department on the 5th floor of City Hall within 48 hours of your release. Do you understand that?
Your Honor, can you say that one more time, please?
You're going to be released from custody and you need to report to probation in person within 48 hours. Okay, so you can check in and get everything squared away, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
No problem, you're all set.
Thanks, have a good day.
Same to you. Joshua Kessler.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you are a victim, I believe, on one of the matters that was scheduled for a final pretrial today. That matter is going to continue to trial. I think it was the 19th.
Yes, Your Honor.
On March 19th. So you should appear on March 19th. Unfortunately, we have multiple issues or trials scheduled to go on the 19th, And I don't believe your case has the priority case number, meaning the oldest case goes first. But you should appear, and if we can't run your trial that day because we have to run an older one, you'll get a new trial date, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Your
Do you
Honor.
have, no problem. Do you have any questions for the prosecutor? If so, I can get her to log on.
No, ma'am, I can hopefully talk to her in between the next trial.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
I'm not muted.
How are you? Well, how are you? Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus KCT Arena, file number 23L2764961. Ms. Arena, we have here a warrant for failure to pay. I think the last time we saw you was July 18th. It says there was a payment plan, or at least I put you on a payment plan in another file, 2205. This one. Defendant to pay $20 on August 5th. Defendant to pay $20 each month until paid in full. And then I don't believe that you complied. And so it was set for a show cause in October, but you did not appear. Are you working now?
I am, but I only work 2 days a week. I get like 8 to 10 hours a week at my job. They cut my hours. So that was mainly part of the reason why I stopped paying the fines, because that's my only income coming in. You know, it's not a lot. So, but I do have the money to pay. You know, I just got my taxes. I wanted to take care of all my tickets and stuff. But I was curious because I'm trying to get my license back, and the guy at the desk told me that I had to pay all of them to get clearance on my license. So like, I was wondering if there's any way around it, if maybe I could pay the one, like the no insurance ones, and then do a payment plan on the other ones to get clearance, or do I have to pay all of it?
You have to pay all of them to get clearance. Let's see here. You have insurance. This is not the same as this no proof of insurance.
There's 2 of them.
Correct. And you owe $228 on one of them.
Why are they so much?
Because when you don't appear in court, the fine, which was $145, plus a $40 civil infraction fee was attached.
I don't recall having a show cause though, because I showed up to every single one of mine, no problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't recall having a court date. I don't believe I received anything.
And they only gave me these ROAs. I don't have the file for these.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know why they didn't
I've
give me the
always showed
file.
up to every
They don't have them?
single one of my court dates I've showed up to. I
I don't know about
have
every single one. That's how we ended up with the warrant, because you didn't come to the show causes on these 2.
You just said she was.
And the 2203050, you've had a warrant before on that one. So this is the second bench warrant on that particular file for failure to pay. But again, when you don't appear, or pay, they attach penalties on there. And so the penalties is how it.
Is there any way we can waive them? Like if I pay all of them and we waive those fees, would I be able to pay? I mean, is something at least? I don't know.
Oh, this file is Judge Ward's file. Is that why they're doing that? This is Judge Ward's, that's Judge Ward's. Let me take my files first, because my files are the ones that you're in warrant status on. Let me, can you give me the ROA on this one? And then actually, let me get the dog at large.
And I paid $50 on that one.
I'll take the ROA on both of them. And the issue with these other ones is they're not my cases. I can't waive fines on someone else's cases. You would need to go see Judge Ward and request her to waive any penalty she would be willing to waive if you were able to pay today. You have two that's before Judge Ward. I think this one is mine too. It is. Okay. Have an expired plate. Also with me.
Right.
That has a penalty. 264 on the no proof of insurance, thank you, that you have with me. And let's see. Okay, let's see. Pay 175 on the one that you're 264, I'll waive the balance. Okay. And then dog at large.
I think I went 060 on that one because I looked online and seen how much I owed on everything.
Correct, you do 060 on that one. You're gonna pay that today?
Yeah.
And then I think you had one more that they didn't give me the file, but it was before me, 262, expired plate. You owe 186, it looks like. If you pay 130, I'll waive the balance.
Okay.
You said there was another one that is suspending your license. It's a no proof of insurance, I believe, for board. If you have a driving law license, it's not valid. This says you owe nothing on that one. Fine, do. There's no fine on that. I don't know why he did that. You owe 228 on this one. 145. You know, Judge Ward's on record. On this one, you owe 228, let's see. 185. And we'll pay the rest. Okay, so because you have so many, and I know you're dealing with limited income.
Right.
You're going to pay the two that are suspending your license today, correct?
If that, will it clear it or?
You have to pay those to get the clearance.
Right.
Correct. And so that would be your two no insurance matters. You gotta pay those today to get your license cleared. Let me see, I don't believe this is holding a clearance. Registration. I don't believe the registration one is tying up your license right now. I don't see it on me. I only see a Secretary of State issue on file number 23L2764961, and then a 21L2690743. This is the same file as this. So I said you were gonna pay 175 on that one, I'll waive the balance. And then also on the other notes for insurance, you pay 185, I'll waive the balance on that one. And then. What is this? My license is improper. For whatever reason, I don't see that you owe me money, so I don't know why they gave me that. And you were warranted on my file, so you need to pay that one to get that one. That was the $60, the other $60 one.
Okay.
The other ones probably could make a payment plan on that. I don't see that this file is suspending your license.
Okay.
That is file number ending in 962 for a registration expired plate. So is that one you want to do a payment plan on?
Yes.
I even have the file for that one. We'll get a payment plan on that. What are you gonna make a payment on that?
Let's see. Next, I think I just got paid, so I could pay something on it. I just got paid Friday.
Okay, well, you owe a total of $186, but if you're compliant with the payment plan and you pay 110, I'll waive the balance.
Okay.
So you're gonna pay how much when you get paid?
I feel like $30.
And how often you gonna make that payment?
I get paid every 2 weeks.
And your first payment again is gonna be when?
I can do that today.
So you'll pay $30 today and then $30 bi-weekly?
Yep.
Write it up so Cody knows what I'm talking about. And it to pay $30 today. Okay, we'll get you back to the window so you can make those payments.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Good luck
Have a
to you,
good
man.
day.
Same to you.
Thank you.
Okay, and Mr. Lee, are you ready to proceed? I have Mr. Lucas, and I think you're back with so Ms. Chambers.
Yes, ma'am, we are prepared to proceed on both.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Tamara Chambers. It's file number 23-02988.
Assistant Prosecutor Casey Drosky on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Tamara Chambers.
Okay, let's see. The victim was in custody. I think there was an offer that was extended today or that you were advised of today.
Yes, you.
Okay, and you conveyed that offer to your client. How you want to proceed?
But Your Honor, we would ask if the court would consider resetting the final pretrial. We don't have any confirmation that any witness is incarcerated in Ingham County anyway. So we would ask that we could have another final pretrial, maybe give Ms. Chambers a chance to consider the offer a little further and see if the complaining witness truly is interested in proceeding with this prosecution.
Okay, we'll treat March 19th as a final pretrial, and we will have the prosecution confirm whether or not the victim needs to be written from Ingham County Jail.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I called all the jails and they say she's not there.
You called all the jails in the state of Michigan?
No, I called all the jails in Ingham County.
Oh,
Clayton,
she may not be in Ingham County. I don't know where she is. She could be in Eaton County. She can be in Shiawassee. She can be in Kent County. She can be in Wayne
Well,
County.
the prosecutor said that
She said she believes Ingham County. She wasn't sure.
I'm not 100% certain that's Ingham County. I believe that it is, but I don't know for certain.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you either, but I can guarantee has a greater resources in tracking down if she's in custody and what jail she would be in versus you calling all the jails.
in Michigan.
Yeah, that would,
Right, I just
yeah.
thought about you.
You'd have to call off work for a whole week to call every jail in the state of Michigan.
So do I have to continue to stay on tether?
You're on tether at this point?
Yes.
Okay, when were you placed on tether? Because I don't know.
The last time I went to jail in December.
Trying to see. Oh, yep, I see December 19th, I PR'd you with tether. Let's see. And that was because of the alleged violation. I had a PA 53 arraignment in October, and another one in December. So I had to put you on tether to ensure that we didn't have any more violations. And so, did you want to respond?
I would just ask that the tether remain on at least until the set out final pretrial. I have not received any, the victim has not reached out to me asking for the tether to be removed. It's not one of those types of situations. And given the violations, I just feel that in the meantime, continuing the tether.
Okay, I haven't had any violations, obviously, or any, I get alerted automatically if you were in an exclusion zone. I've not gotten anything. I don't even have a victim here. I don't know when the last time your office spoke to a victim. If the victim's in jail, I don't see why she would need to have a tether on, because I don't think she's going in the jail looking for the victim, I would hope. So with that being said, I will remove the tether. I'm gonna remind you of a no contact order. You're not to have contact directly or indirectly. That would include, having anybody call and send a message on your behalf to the alleged victim in this matter, okay?
Okay.
Okay, and it's in your best interest, of course, on multiple levels to follow that order, because you don't want to be in violation of the court order and face a penalty of 93 days and $7,500 in fines. I don't know how much your tax return is, but that could really put a dent in that,
Yeah.
and you don't want that. And you also don't want to be sitting in jail for 93 days over some contact that shouldn't have happened. It's not worth it.
Yes.
And so again, I haven't seen any allegations of violations or alleged violations, I should say, since December 11th. I'll remove the tether at this time. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the people, Your Honor.
Nothing for the defense, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll see you March 19th in person. for a final pretrial.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can leave it on for the same day. On the record in the matter, the people of the state of Michigan versus Andre Devon Lucas, file number 23-03034, council appearance.
Prosecutor Patron Trust on behalf of the people.
On behalf of Andre Lucas.
How are you, Mr. Lucas?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Today was the date set for sentencing. I have a pre-sentence report and a recommendation. It was prepared on December 20th, 2024. You received a copy of that, council?
Yes, I did.
I don't believe that I did.
Did you request a copy of it?
I did not.
I love them. Yeah, I sit with them all the time.
What is this background noise?
That's probably my TV. Hold on, turn it off.
Thank you, Ms. Nash.
Do you need to make corrections, updates, or deletions?
No corrections, updates, or deletions.
You can make allocation.
Ask the court to consider the language of the PSI itself. It says during the interview, the defendant took full responsibility for his actions and expressed adequate remorse for how the incident played out. Mr. Lucas has at every turn here cooperated with the court, accepted responsibility, and has expressed a desire to successfully complete probation. He intends to cooperate and follow the orders of the court. We would ask the court to consider a term that's something less than the 12 months allocated for here in the PSI, something closer to 6 months we think would be appropriate for Mr. Lucas. He does intend to participate in counseling and classes as ordered by the court, and intends to successfully complete his probation, Your Honor. We would also ask if it's possible, if the court could lift the no contact order upon sentencing. He would like to see his daughter be born, and of course, the no contact order would make that possible.
Why would 6 months be appropriate?
Because of the level of responsibility and remorse that he has expressed, Your Honor, and he's a fully functional individual, working and taking care of things in his life. We believe that with the counseling and the classes, after a 6-month term of probation, he has learned his lesson and will adopt the techniques learned through participation in the program.
Originally from Virginia?
Yes, ma'am.
I see a misdemeanor, domestic assault in Virginia. Don't see a disposition on here though. This is probable cause arrest. I don't know that he was charged based on this. Warrant. I'm tracking it. It looks like he was charged. What happened with the domestic assault in Virginia?
Huh? You said somebody must be charged in Virginia.
Were you arrested for a domestic assault in Virginia in 2013?
That got dropped.
Okay. I reviewed the pre-sentence report and investigation. I think that under the circumstances of this charge, plus taking into consideration the defendant's prior criminal history, I should note for the record that there was no prior criminal history in the state of Michigan. There was a substantial criminal history in the state of Virginia. And so, do you need something, sir?
No, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm sorry. I'm just grabbing paper.
Okay, no problem. Okay, and so with that being stated, I think that probation is appropriate and that some programming as it relates to abuse and domestic violence action would be also appropriate to help the defendant garner some tools.
Okay.
I'm also going to order mental health counseling.
Okay.
So let's see, the recommendation is for 12 months probation. I think 8 months is appropriate. While on probation is a $30 per month oversight fee that you are responsible for. I will grant status under 769.4A, meaning that if you are successful on this term of probation, this will be non-public on your record, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior. You're not
No,
to
ma'am.
purchase or possess a firearm, ammunition, or weapon of any kind. You're not to use, purchase, or possess alcohol, marijuana, or controlled substance unless you have a valid prescription. You're going to be required to submit to random preliminary breath testing, and you have to pay the fee for that, okay?
Yes, ma'am. My probation
not-
officer. I'm sorry. I talked to my probation officer. He told me that.
Are you already on probation? I'm confused.
No, when I went to my pre-sentence hearing for
Oh.
the whole thing, I met him, and I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I don't know. That was just the person doing the interview. I don't know that that's who you'll be assigned to as your probation officer, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay. And so you're not to be in any bars or any nightclubs while on a term of probation, okay?
Okay. I don't go there anyway, so I'll be fine.
That's wonderful. Okay, let's see here. Lorraine Mays, you're saying that that's the person he's having a child with?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I will not continue the no contact order. I will note that you can have peaceful contact with Lorraine Hayes.
Okay.
Only peaceful contact.
So that just to make sure that's I'm digesting that correctly. So that does that mean that it's lifted?
That means that it's lifted as it relates to anything that's peaceful. So if
Okay.
you're gonna be present for the birth of your child or to deal with childcare, that's fine. But you can't have non-peaceful contact. So that means hate text messages, mean things. You can't do none of that because that would violate the purpose for which I'm allowing you to have contact with her, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
Okay, and then you are going to, let me note this here, participate in counseling. I'm also going to order that you participate in batterers intervention.
What was that?
Batterers intervention.
So it's like a DV class?
It is.
Okay.
And you're employed, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, where is that?
I'm employed to Express.
Okay, you're gonna continue your employment while on probation, and you'll provide verification of that to probation, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions about your probation status?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fines and costs, there's a $75 crime victim rights fee that you're responsible for. A $50 state minimum cost that you are responsible for. Probation for 8 months at $30 per month is $240. That's a total fines and costs of $365, and you'll make monthly payments on that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
It's about $45 a month in fees that you'll be paying for your oversight and costs. That does not include the amount that it will cost you to do random PBTs and breath tests, okay?
Right.
Exactly. Okay, lastly, there's an advice of rights as to probation, but it really only applies for people who are not on probation for domestic violence, and you are on probation for domestic violence, so you would not have the right to request early discharge once you complete half the term, okay?
So I won't be able to, so I have to do the full 8.
You have to do the full 8 because you are on probation.
For domestic violence, okay.
For domestic violence. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, any additional matters for the record today?
Nothing for the people.
Nothing for the defense.
Okay, you're gonna report to probation within 48 hours to check in, so that they make sure they have accurate contact information and such, so they can proceed. You don't have to report in person for that. You can or over the phone, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, good luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. I see someone identified as Lyman.
That would be my client line.
Okay, did you need to speak to
Oh, we're ready to proceed.
Robert? Do you have a civil matter today? I'm confused. The person who's here from DS Huber Group?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you advise what case you're looking for?
Mary Robinson, 24-00872 LT.
Give us that number again.
24-00872 LT.
March 27th at 10:15 is the date that's scheduled for.
Yes. Oh, March. I'm sorry. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, you ready with Hunter?
Yes, we're ready.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Lyman Hunter, the fourth, file number 23-02677. Appearance, please.
Assistant Prosecutor Peter Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Jacob Raleigh on behalf of Mr. Hunter, who is present via Zoom.
Okay, Mr. Hunter, you can hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, today's the date that was set for a pretrial. We adjourned this because parties were trying to negotiate a global resolution. There was a circuit court plea that failed. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we have negotiated a plea agreement regarding just this missing case.
And I have that proceeding.
Okay, the people are offering for you to plead guilty to count 2, which is retail fraud in the 3rd degree, and that you would pay restitution in the amount of $317. Is that the offer that you recall being made to you?
Yes, it was.
Okay, and did you want to accept that offer?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, raise your right hand. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury.
Yes, I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Okay, Mr. Hunter, you have the right in this matter to proceed to a jury trial. Did you want to give up your jury trial in order to plead guilty?
I don't know. I'm not aware of what the jury trial is.
Okay, so let me advise you of the rights that you have. So you have the right to the presumption of innocence. You are innocent until proven guilty. So you have the right to require the prosecutor to prove your guilt, and they would do that at a jury trial. So it's a misdemeanor. You have the right to a jury of your peers. You have the right to have 6 members of the jury and panel to hear the evidence that's being brought against you, and the prosecutor would have to prove each element of the charges that they're bringing against you at your jury trial beyond a reasonable doubt. You can remain silent and not say anything at your trial and not have that silence be used against you. You could also require or request witnesses to appear to testify on your behalf, or to present evidence that you think show that you're innocent or you have a defense to the charges being brought against you. You also have the right to question any of the witnesses that the state brings against you. Do you understand those rights?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and so you've discussed those rights with your attorney?
Yes.
Okay, and are you willing to give up those rights today so that you can plead guilty to count 2? Okay, it appears he needs further counseling. So I think you just need to talk to your attorney a little bit more so he can advise you of these rights, because they're important rights and you don't want to give them up unless you're sure, okay? And that you fully understand what's going on. I'm going to set this for a plea in person at the court. And then Mr. Raleigh, you'll have opportunity to further counsel him.
Yes, ma'am.
March 19th at 8:30.
March 19th at 8:30 is going to be your next court date, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
Very good.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Do you have any questions for the court today?
No, not right now. I'm gonna probably just ask.
Okay, that's good. Ask your attorney. So we will talk to you later and we'll see you on March 19th.
Okay, you guys have a good one.
Same to you, sir. Gregory Brown Varian, that's Ms. Donnelly's matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
I know it's not.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Gregory Brown Varian, file number 23-03656, counsel appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Gregory Brown Varian, who's appearing separately by video.
Complaint on this. I think this was reset on the 6th because we were waiting for updated complaints. Did your office file an updated complaint?
I know that I know that she completed it. I was under the impression she had filed it. But if that's not the case, I can, first of all, my apologies, and second of all, I will make sure that
Yeah, the complaint
properly
I
filed.
see here, let's double check. Yeah, I still see the December 18th, 2023 complaint. I don't see a complaint. That was updated.
My apologies. I know that, yeah, it was it was completed, but I'm so sorry that wasn't filed.
Okay, so I'll reset this matter. Was there an offer extended?
There was, Your Honor. Our offer was for Mr. Brownberry to plead guilty to count 2, and we would dismiss count 1.
Okay, Ms. Dolly, did you want this set for a plea or another pretrial or a final pretrial?
I would like it set for a final pretrial.
Final pretrial, April 2nd at 8 a.m. April 2nd at 8 a.m. in person at the court for final pretrial. Jury trial, April 9th at 8 a.m. April 9th at 8 a.m. for jury trial. Mr. Brownberry, do you have any questions for the court? You're muted.
No, ma'am, not at this time, but I would like to speak with my attorney after we set.
Okay. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing for the people, Your Honor.
Nothing for defense.
Ms. Donnelly, did you want me to put you in a breakout room or are you going to call him?
You can put me in a breakout room. Thank you.
Okay. Who's in the jail? What's your name?
My name's David Sina.
Say your client.
That is my client.
You ready to proceed?
I probably will need to speak with Mr. Sina, but I do have Mr. Greer here and we are ready to proceed on this.
Okay, I didn't see an attorney's name on the docket for the career. Let's see, we did have an appearance on the file. I don't know why it's not there. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Frederick Lamont Greer, file number 23-03610. Appearance, please.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrosky on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Mr. Frederick Greer.
How are you, Mr. Greer? Okay, today's the date set for pretrial on an aggravated assault. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this point, there has been no offers. We would like to set the matter for a final pretrial.
April 2nd, and the 9th. Okay, final pretrial, in person at the court, April 2nd, 8 a.m. And then jury trial will be scheduled for April 9th, in person at the court at 8 a.m. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, we'll get you a copy of your notice to appear. Additional matters for the record.
Nothing for the people, Your Honor.
Nothing for the defense.
Thank you. I'll put Mr. Sina in a private meeting room for you.
Thank you.
Leo Bayard here?
He's not yet, Your Honor. He called about 25 minutes.
Not yet.
He assumed it was by Zoom and I called and told him to come next. It was a 20-minute drive, so I expect him here any minute.
Mr. Lee. He's talking to another client right now. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Gil Martin Bayard, file number 18-05724. Yes, please.
Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, Chief Levine on behalf of Leo Baird, he's present, standing on my right.
How are you, Mr. Baird?
Doing good, Your Honor.
Today was the date that was scheduled for a pretrial. Mr. Baird, the Mason State
Yes, Your Honor.
Court.
To be honest with you, there's a confusion on my part as far as whether this was in person or Zoom. When I double checked the court scheduling, it said plea agreement, not sentencing, so I was confused as.
You could have appeared via Zoom.
Okay.
That's on me, Your Honor.
Yes,
That's
Your
all
Honor.
come in. So I overstated his obligation, which that's on me, not on him.
Okay, so we have an offer on this. Is that what's going on?
Yes, Your Honor, and it's my understanding that Mr. Baird will be accepting the offer. Sheet here, and then I can also hand up the advice from sheet.
Okay, so the offer is for the defendant to plead guilty to an added count operated impaired under MCL 257.6253A. People will dismiss count 1 of operating people have no upfront jail. I'm gonna have to put him in a Let me stop the feedback. And you want to accept that offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
I do.
Okay, and have an advice of rights in a plea information sheet. It has a signature page. Is that your signature there?
Yes, Your Honor.
You read this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand all the rights listed here?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're willing to give up all of those rights today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you understand that you have the right to the presumption of innocence. You're innocent until proven guilty.
Yes, Your Honor.
You also have the right to require the prosecution prove your guilt at jury trial by proving each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have the right to remain silent at trial and not have silence be used against you.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have the right to see, hear, or question any witness the prosecution intends to call against you, and you have the right to have witnesses subpoenaed to testify on your behalf or present evidence at trial that you believe show a defense to the charge being brought against you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anybody threatening you to get you to give up those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Any promises being made in exchange for you giving up those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Are you currently on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Do you understand that a guilty plea could result in a conviction that you may need to report to your employer?
Yes, Your Honor.
A guilty plea, a guilty plea could result in a conviction that may have impact on travel or immigration status that you may be seeking.
Yes, Your Honor.
As to the amended charge of operating while impaired, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Is that because you believe you're guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Factual basis, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Excuse me, Bob here. On or about 3/27 at about 10 p.m., approximately 10 p.m., were you traveling a motorized vehicle eastbound on 496 in Pennsylvania?
Yes.
Is that in the city of Lansing County of Ingham State of Michigan?
Yes.
And while you were operating the vehicle, were you intoxicated?
Yes.
And with that intoxication or impairment translated into you running into a ditch?
Yes.
Okay, then the police apprehended you shortly thereafter?
Yes.
And through an exchange and consent, among other things, you had your blood drawn through MSP, confirming that there were 3.3 nanograms of fentanyl as well as amphetamines found in your blood. Correct?
Yes.
Oh, Your Honor, we have satisfied.
Any questions from the prosecution?
No, Your Honor.
Court is satisfied with the factual basis. I would accept your plea and I find it to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. This matter is set for sentencing, and it's going to be April 26th at 9 a.m. When you leave here today, you're going to go down one floor to probation so that you can meet or check in and get prepared for your plea sentencing. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has he undergone a substance abuse assessment recently?
Yeah, not recently.
Okay, you will be ordered to undergo a substance abuse assessment as part of the pre-sentence interview, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions from the court?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the people.
Nothing from my city.
Thank you. Your notice will be, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, well, is that at this, Mr. Raleigh, are you waiting for any of these individuals?
Congress and video. You know.
He also represents him on what?
So, do you represent Miss Yang, or she, you do, okay, I wasn't sure she's on record.
We'll do Mr. Stevens here longer. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus David Sena, file number 21-00121, council appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of David Sena.
Okay, today's the date. Mr. Sena is set for a pre-trial and operating while intoxicated, second offense. Counsel, how are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. Given the age of the case, I requested an updated lien for Mr. Cena to be completed. So I'm just waiting for that, the updated lien to be ran and added system.
Need an updated lien?
Yes, and I requested it on Friday, and I do not have it currently.
Okay, so you need a new date?
Yes.
26 at 10:30. March 26th at 10:30. Ironically, I have another file here for Mr. Cena. Let's see. I think this is a collections case. They just need me to remit or to enter an order remitting prisoner funds for fines and costs. Let's see. So we don't need to address that on the record. Okay, so Mr. Cena, we'll have you return on March 26th at 10:30. And at that time, we'll see if there's an offer that's going to be extended on this, okay?
All right, well, Your Honor, the other case that was in front of you, what was it? Because I talked to the magistrate about it already, and she told me to just report to the court upon my release from prison and just start making payments again.
That's correct. I note here that you saw the magistrate on February 13th, 2024. You have a balance of $989.71 from 2017 on a file. You're currently in the Department of Corrections, and as such, the court will enter an order to remit prisoner funds for fines, costs, and assessments while you're in custody, okay?
Is there any way that we can, I can just pay them when I get out? I have a good job when I get out and I'll be able to pay it, but right now I have no money, and the little bit that I get from the job that I work in the Department of Corrections is I make pennies on an hour.
I know exactly how much you make. Right before I took the bench, I was the Director of Legal Affairs and Litigation manager for Department of Corrections.
Okay.
So I know how much you make, and I know how much they can't touch off the top, so that you have some money to access. So the law doesn't require them to take everything from you.
Okay. I mean, I can pay it all off when I get out, and I will.
Should you come into a large settlement while you're in the custody, we need to make sure this gets taken care of. And we can't do that if there's no order.
I understand. I was making payments when I was out, though. I was continuing to make payments.
That's not what our records reflect. Our records reflect that you ain't made a payment since 2017.
Oh, really?
2020. Yeah, it's 2024.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Best wishes to you, sir. You're all set for today.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I think they removed the guy that I put. No, he's back on there. We have an interpreter for one of these matters. Is that correct?
We have an interpreter.
Okay, and Mr. Raleigh, who are you waiting for? Bombers? Okay, Mr. Bombers, because we haven't seen him in a long time, so we want to get him done. We've only seen Mr. Bombers 3 days in a row. Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Gavin Kenneth Bombers, file number 23-03323 and 23-03662. Council appearances.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrosky on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Bombers. Case number 23-03323.
Okay, let's see, Mr. Bombers, I have one file with the domestic violence, the other one is a retail fraud in the 3rd degree.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of the retail fraud file.
Okay, let's see here. I think these matters were essentially reset because he was hospitalized, and then after the hospitalization, he did not appear. Were there offers on these? Let's start with the DV first.
Yes, Your Honor. The offer actually was a court resolution between both the DV file, the retail fraud file that is in front of you right now, and then also I believe his 7 other misdemeanor retail fraud cases that are either open elsewhere in the county or currently in review with our office. Our global resolution was that if he were to plead guilty as charged to domestic violence in that file and pay restitution on all of his open misdemeanor fraud cases, or excuse me, misdemeanor retail fraud cases, with a total of $1,750.06 to various stores, we would dismiss or not issue charges on his 8 remaining misdemeanor retail fraud cases.
8 misdemeanor retail fraud, so I could potentially see you every day, 8 days in a row, is what you're saying? Mr. Bombras?
Possibly.
Possibly, okay. Let's see, and you communicated that offer to your client?
Yes, Your Honor. And he is not willing to accept that offer.
And yeah, so he wants to proceed to a trial?
On the domestic violence case, he certainly would like to set that for final pretrial.
Okay, so we will set that for a final pretrial, and then I'm assuming we're gonna set the retail fraud as well, because I'm assuming that he's not accepting the offer because he wants to see if there's a victim. Is that correct?
That would be correct. Yes.
Okay, so should there be a victim, he may reconsider the offer. Is that accurate?
He may reconsider it.
So what I'll do is, because the offer will remain open until the time of the final pretrial, I'll set this for final pretrial and jury trial, and I'll set both of them for that date.
April 2nd at 8 a.m.
Jury trial, April 9th. Okay, final pretrial on both matters will be April 2nd at 8 o'clock in the morning, and only the witness on the DV needs to appear. The jury trial on both will be scheduled for April 9th at 8 a.m. Do you have any questions, Mr. Bombras?
No.
Any additional matters for the records counsel?
Nothing for the people, Your Honor.
There is one thing, Your Honor. Mr. Bombers currently does not have any bond on this case. He's remanded. We'll be requesting that his bond be reinstated. You want to know he has a whole lot of Eden County and he needs to bring that court to address that case.
The retail fraud, there was a bond on that one. Bond was or he was remanded on this, I should say, after failure to appear. Let's see. Set the bond at 310%. Additional matters for the record. You're all set, Mr. Bombras.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see. On the record, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Lukamba and Bleezy, file number is 23-02460. Parents, please.
Assistant Prosecutor Beach Kowski on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Lukamba and Bleezy.
And we have an interpreter.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
State your name for the record, please.
My name is Abdallah Mukoma, first name Abdalla, last name Mukoma.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will interpret in the matter now before the court completely and accurately and not divulge confidential communication, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Today's the date and the time set for pretrial.
Leo ndio tumepanga kwamba ni siku ya kukutana tuongee hizi habari.
This is operating while intoxicated, second offense.
Kwamba ni ulikuwa unaendesha gari, kwamba ni ukiwa umekunywa na ni ya mara ya pili.
How are we proceeding?
Tunaendelea namna gani? Wanaulizwa huko.
The offer in this case would be for Mr. Bleezy to plead guilty to an OWI first with the Killebrew agreement to no fronting.
Sema ya kwanza kwamba ni kukubali kwamba yani umekosea, umefanya kwamba yani umekunywa ukiwa unaendesha gari.
Your Honor, the defense is appreciative of the offer. We have not yet had a chance to discuss that with our client. We've asked for a short 2-week adjournment so that we can have further discussions and allow Mr. Williams to make a decision.
Hiyo kwamba yani mwanasheria hapa anasema kwamba nilikuwa napenda kwamba nitupate kama wiki mbili kwamba ni ile tukuje tuwazungumuze yale tuliambiwa na wenye waliumizwa.
Was this offer just offered, extended?
It was, Your Honor. I had mistakenly put in my notes that this was a review for competency, not in a pretrial matter, so I had not prepared for it the way that I normally would, so.
Is your office gonna get an interpreter for you to speak with?
That's what I'm going to inquire about. If not, we could probably do a breakout room before the next hearing, as I believe that the offer is in keeping with our discussions that we've been having all along.
Okay.
Kama hivyo wamezungumza kwamba ni kama hiyo si yake anaweza pata mtu kwamba ni akuja kuzungumzia hizo habari, anasema kwamba nitatafuta mtu akuja kuzungumzia zile zilitokea zote, kama hakuna kwamba nitakuja hapa alafu tukuje tuongee kwa Zoom pia.
There's that. Let's see. Do you have any questions, sir?
Maswali yoyote?
Swali yenye niko na kuuliza tu juu nishakaa muda mrefu hapa, wanaweza kanitoa niende nyumbani, sijui kama vinaendelea aje juu nishakaa kwa wiki.
My question is, it's like I've been here in jail for a while, so am I going to go home, or are they going to come and take me out, or what I'm going to do?
He's been in jail, it looks like since January, well, February 12, around about that time.
Kuingia kwa jela kwamba ni mwezi wa pili tarehe 12.
Niliingia mwezi wa kwanza tarehe 23.
Say January 23rd.
Okay. Do you know why you were in jail?
Sababu gani ulikuwa kwa jela?
Nilikuwa kwa jela, walikuwa wananiambia nilikuwa na violation ya GPS yangu, so lakini nilimaliza hiyo kesi wakaniambia nitabakiana na GPS, so nilikuwa na ngoja tu hii koti ndio yenye walikuwa wananigoesha, ndio waliniambia tarehe 12, wakaniambia ningoe mpaka tarehe 27 ya hii mwezi ndio wataniambia.
The violation was like he violated the jailer, and that's why he got in custody, and they told him that on the 12th we'll come and talk to you about it.
He's got a tether on another matter, because this is a drunk driving. We don't give GPS tethers on drunk driving usually.
Kwamba hiyo ni kama ni kesi nyingine, au kwa sababu kwa hii kesi hapa hawana hiyo kwamba ni kuwekwa GPS hapa.
No, ilikuwa ni kesi yenye ilikuwa huko kwa jaji ilikuwa koti ingine, hiyo koti ya Kalamazoo.
Yeah, it's another court in Kalamazoo.
Oh, he has another court case?
Lakini nishamaliza hiyo. Nishamaliza.
He's done with that case.
And he would violated his tether on that one, but that is not why he's on jail on this one. So it sounds like you allegedly violated your bond in another matter. The reason why you're in jail is because you didn't come to court.
Anasema sababu ile kwamba yani ulifungiwa kwa hii mahakamani kwamba hujafika kwa mahakama ulikuwa unahitajika.
Ndio, ni juu nilisahau, mimi sikuwa nakumbuka muda wangu ya hawakunipatia ile wakati papia ya kuja koti, lakini sikuwa nakumbuka tarehe ya kwenda koti, ndio sikufika.
Yeah, I didn't come because I didn't remember the date that I was supposed to come here.
Exactly. So if you can't remember the dates on your own, we got to keep you in jail.
Sema kwamba ni kama ukumbuki hizo siku zako utakuwa hapo unabaki kwa jela.
Bwana, nimebakia tarehe 12 waliniambia nibaki hapa mpaka leo tarehe 27. Tarehe 15 yote nimebaki hapa kungoja hii koti.
So I was waiting this court here for 15 days.
Your Honor, Mr. Higgins believes he does have a felony matter pending, and I don't know that he would be allowed to be released, even if this court granted him bond in this case.
What's his bond on the felony matter?
Anasema kwamba mwanasheria yako hata kuna kesi nyingine kwamba yani inaonyesha kwamba yani ulikuwa umekosea, hata hapa wakiwachilia ile pia bado inafuata. Na mwanasheria kule anauliza kwamba ni kesi gani hapa wanaangalia kwamba
Wanasema kesi gani sielewi.
He has no bond.
I don't think he has a bond in the case.
Okay,
inaonyesha hakuna kitu chochote cha kukuchunga wewe.
that's the one that he had the tether on?
Yes.
Yani hiyo ni hiyo kwamba umefungwa hiyo GPS ndio.
Ndio watanifunga na waliniambia nitabaki nayo nikitoka.
Yes, they asked him to remind with the GPS there.
I'm looking right now to check the ROA. Our system does not indicate a bond. I know he was remanded in this case specifically for the failure to appear.
The felony's in the circuit court?
Sorry.
The felony is already at circuit?
It looks like he's scheduled for a preliminary examination on May 6th.
Here?
Yes.
What's his bond? He said it was May what? May 6th.
I'm sorry, that's sentencing.
Oh, yeah.
Show that that case is in front of Judge Kennedy of the 30th Circuit.
That's circuit court, okay. And so I don't think you have a bond in the other matter, sir.
Yeah, sidhani kwamba yani kuna kuzuiwa kwa hiyo kesi nyingine.
How are you going to keep up with your court dates?
Yani utachunga randevu zako kwa mahakamani namna gani?
Kama wananipatia papia ya kuja mahakamani, mimi nitafika mahakamani saa yote.
I got a note indicating the dates and the time that I should come to the court. I will come. I'll give them.
You got notes before, you didn't come.
Ya umepewa karatasi zamani hujakuja.
Ya wapi? Mimi sikuiona karatasi, sikuona karatasi, ndio maana sikufika.
I didn't come to the court and I didn't see the paper.
What's your address?
Address yako ni gani? Sema namba zako za address hapo na njia.
Ni 1212 Wash Street.
1212 Wash Street.
You were before the court on October of 2023.
Kwamba ni ulikuwa hapa mwezi wa 10 mwaka ulipita, kwamba mwaka ulipita mwezi wa 10.
You were here in person.
Ulikuwa hapa umekuja macho kwa macho.
We gave you your notice in your hand.
Kwamba tulikupa hiyo karatasi kwa mkononi wako.
What do you mean you didn't see the paper?
Inamaanisha nini hujapata hiyo karatasi?
Walipatia ndo karatasi ya kukia kulipa hiyo pesa, lakini siko na karatasi ya wao kunipatia karatasi ya tarehe ya nani ya. Walipatia pale ya kwenda.
Stating that I have to go and pay the money, the fees, but I didn't get a note showing the date and the time to come.
I don't know what you're talking about with money and fees. That's not on this file.
Nasema kwamba ni kwa hiyo file hapa sijui kwamba pesa hizo wewe unazungumza.
He's pretty confused. He doesn't know what's going on in any of his cases. He can't keep up with his court dates.
Sema kwamba inaonyesha kwamba wewe umeshachanganyika, huwezi kuchunga hiyo kitu chochote kwamba.
Bond motions denied.
Kwamba ni bado kwamba saa hii tumekataa hapo, tutakutana siku nyingine.
Any additional matters for the record?
Yani wanaulizwa kwamba kule wanasheria kuna kitu chochote wanataka kuongeza?
Nothing for the people.
Watu wale waliumiza wanasema hapana.
Nothing for the defense.
Na mwanasheria wako anasema hapana.
You're all set.
Nimemaliza.
Sasa ninauliza nina swali kidogo naweza uliza.
I have a question, should I ask?
I'm sorry?
He has a question.
Okay, you have a question?
Na swali.
Ndio.
Yes.
Ninauliza tu kama itakuwaje kutoka hapa sijui.
When should I get out?
When you remember your court dates.
Ukikumbuka siku zako za mahakama.
What's your next court date on your circuit court case?
Kwani unakumbuka tarehe gani kwamba unaenda kwa hiyo mahakamani hiyo huko chini?
Nilikuwa kwa tarehe, ila kule chini ilikuwa tarehe 8 ya mwezi wa kwanza.
Ya mbele au ya nyuma? He said that on the 8th for January as one. Huyo umeshamaliza au ni ya mbele?
January which year?
Nishamaliza hiyo kote, wananiambia hapo baisha nitikia kuingia na GPS, baisha nitikia kukuwa na GPS. Nilikuwa na ngoja tu yeye ndio aniambie kama ni kutoka wanitie GPS.
This year he went to the court and he finished with that case.
Must be talking about the day he did the plea, which was February 8th. Okay, you're not finished with the case until they sentenced you.
Sema kwamba ni hujamaliza hiyo mpaka yani uonane na mkatiba.
Nishamaliza ya huko, nishamaliza ya Kennedy, alishaniambia nitaenda na GPS nyumbani. Nilikuwa nasubiria hii tu.
I already finished with Judge Kennedy and I was just waiting the teller to be on.
No, you're not. You're scheduled for sentencing before Judge Kennedy. He did reinstate his bond. You're scheduled for sentencing. Why don't you know that?
Sema kwamba umepangwa kwamba ukaonane huyo mkatiba kwamba mbona hujui hiyo tarehe.
This is the exact reason why I remanded you, because you won't keep up with your court dates and you think you're done when you're not done.
Sema kwamba yani hiyo ndio sababu mimi nimekuweka hapo, kwa sababu unafikiria kwamba umemaliza lakini nawe hukumaliza.
Sasa mage mimi nikingali humu kwenye jela mpaka mtangani ndio nauliza.
How long I'm gonna stay in jail?
Until you're done.
Mpaka umalize.
Any other questions?
Swali nyingine?
Swali ni juu mimi najua sina koti nyingine kwa Judge Kennedy, sijui sasa itakuwaje kujua kama Kennedy iko na mimi koti nyingine.
I do not know that if I have another court with the judge.
I know, and it's not my charge. I know you do because I just looked it up.
Nasema nimeangalia hapo saa hii kwamba na sio kesi yangu mimi, naweza izungumzia au si za habari zangu.
You took a plea before Judge Kennedy. He reinstated your bond, and you have a sentencing scheduled, and you don't even know when your sentencing date is, which means you probably won't show up.
Umeongea kwamba na Judge Kennedy wamekuambia kwamba ni tarehe fulani karudi, na pia hujui hiyo tarehe.
Who's your attorney on the matter before Judge Kennedy?
Kwamba ni huyo Judge Kennedy, nani mwanasheria wako?
Mwanasheria wangu nadhani iko hapo downtown, ni ule mwanamke, si kumbuke jina lake.
Don't remember the name for
I suspected that.
Hiyo ndio nimetegemea utaniambia hivyo.
You're all set, sir.
Nimemaliza.
Yes, thank you. On the record in the matter, the people of the state of Michigan versus Sabrina Yang, file number 24-00249 and 260, counsel appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrosky on behalf of the people.
Ms. Yang, who's present to my right.
Okay, today was the date and the time set for 2 pretrials unlicensed dog. How are we proceeding?
Ms. Yang was able to provide proof of getting licenses for both of the dogs, so the people would be dismissing the charges for compliance.
Motion to dismiss is granted. You're all set. Thank you. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus China Roberts, 23-03624, counsel appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrosky on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of China Roberts, who's in the courtroom and standing to my right.
Okay, let's see. How are you, Ms. Roberts? Well, today was the date and the time that was scheduled for a pretrial. One count of assault and battery. Was there an offer on this?
There is not, Your Honor.
Final pretrial?
Yes, please.
It will be April 2nd. Okay, final pretrial is going to be scheduled at April 2nd at 8 a.m. in person at the court. We'll give you a jury trial date for now as well. April 16th. April 16th, also at 8 o'clock in the morning. Both of them are in person at the court. you have any questions today? Get your copy of your notice to appear. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing for the people, Your Honor.
Nothing for the defense, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set, ma'am. Okay, let's see. That was supposed to be here. Oh, wait. Did she get her fingerprints done?
No.
I'm about to do that now. Oh, okay, good.